Hi, I'm Maria from Crochet A to Z, and today I'd like to talk about slip knot and chains. There are 3 different types of slip knots. This is the one that I prefer the best out of all of them. And the chains are basically all the same. Everybody chains the same. The only difference that you're going to see sometimes from one person to another crocheter is the fact that some people crochet loosely and some people crochet tightly. I happen to crochet tightly, so my crochet chains may look different than someone else's, but that's the only difference that you're going to see. And you're also going to see that in crochet as a whole. Like someone's pattern may look a little different because they crochet tightly and I crochet the way I crochet, and someone else crochets the way they crochet. So tight versus loose. Is either one wrong? No, it's just what you do. It's what you're comfortable with. It's the way you crochet. That one isn't wrong over the other. It's just that's the way it is. So that's why I want to talk to you about that. And this is what I want to show you as far as my go-to. That's how I do my slip knots. That's my go-to. I love doing them this way. I find it's easy. I wrap it around my finger. I have my thumbs be my guide sometimes, both thumbs, and there it is. I think this is like a neat way to make a slip knot. I find it easy. I love it. Someone else may not, but this is my comfort zone when it comes to a slip knot. So the next thing I want to show you also is how I chain. Like I said, I chain tightly. Some people chain loosely. Not a problem. So you yarn over on your hook and you slip through. Yarn over and you slip through. And then sometimes you're going to see, sometimes your yarn is going to split. That's okay, that happens. But you can just fix it and start over. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over. Like I said, you pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. And you've got your chains. There they are, those beautiful chains to start your project. Some projects will say you got to chain 45. Some projects will tell you more. Some projects will tell you multiples of. You have to do a multiple of 7. You have to do a multiple of 3. So if it says to you, the project says, oh, you got to do a multiple of 3. You do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 until you get the size you want. Some projects may tell you you got to do a multiple of 3 plus 2. So you do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. You go on, and then you add the 2 at the end. So you will see patterns that will tell you that. And then there are patterns that'll tell you straight chain. Just do 154 chains, and that's all you need. And like I said, there are patterns that will say, well, you got to do a multiple of 7. So you do 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, and that's fine. And again, there are patterns that will tell you you have to do 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. You know, you keep doing your 7s as big as you want it, but at the end, you have to add a 3. So you do your multiples of 7 plus your 3 at the end. So there are some patterns that will tell you that. So just always look at your patterns and you'll know, because certain stitches require certain patterns, certain number of chains, because like I said, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and then add 2. Because that may be the way the stitch runs, and if you don't add the 3 plus 3 to make it as long as you want, and then you add that 2, that's going to throw your pattern off. So you always want to look at your pattern and see what it tells you to do, and you have to follow that. So that was what I wanted to show you. I also wanted to mention, I happen to think that when you do chains, when I, count them, to me they look like V's. Someone else might say, I don't see it, but to me they look like V's. So that's how I'm able to count my chains. So what I do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 chains on here. The one that's on my crochet hook, you don't count because you haven't done anything with it yet. The one at the beginning that you did your slip knot, you don't count. You don't count your slip knot because that's the beginning. And after you do your slip knot, you're going to start your first chain. So I wanted to just let you know that's what you do. And what ends up happening is, again, you know, I have 8 or you have 10 and some 12 or 13, or you might have 100 and some odd. But that's how you count your chains. Like I said, to me, the chains look like a V to me. So I say to myself, I'm counting my V's. You may not think it looks like a V, but that's the way I do it. That's the way I know how many I have. And again, you never count your slip stitch, your slip knot. You never count that. And you never count what's on your hook. It's what's between your hook and your slip knot that is what you count. So that's all I have today. Have a nice evening, and we'll see you again. And the next time I'm going to talk about single crochets and double crochets, and also we're going to get into the pattern that I want to also show everybody that I love. And I think it's an easy pattern for people starting out in crochet. And even if you haven't crocheted for a while, it's a nice pattern to get started with. And it's pretty because it's really, really textured. So it's a nice pattern. And this is the one that I want to show you how to make. And I'm going to be back before the end of the week to do this. I thank you for being on my channel, for coming to my channel. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like my videos. Be patient with me. This is a learning curve for me. I'm learning how to use the cameras and how to maneuver them and where to place them so that you can see. And I'm working on getting some new equipment that will make it easier for me to be able to display and show you as I'm crocheting. It'll give you a better look at the way from the angles that I'll be giving. So thank you. Bear with me again. Please subscribe and like my videos, and have a great day. Bye-bye.